but one kind of directed, I suppose, towards Sian. How would you recommend tackling those workplace harmful comments that can be passed off as indirect or banter?
Yeah, we always say at Joyce, there's no such thing as banter in that sense. It is bullying and harassment, quite plainly. So obviously, it's from a situation to situation thing. You'll have to be really assess what is really going on. But ultimately, I think only a culture change can help. And that's part of what we were just discussing about the training, about having people with lived experiences joining different networks, creating more awareness, celebrating or commemorating days, or actually having clear policies right from the start, like the code of conduct. That's something I mentioned in my presentation. So starting from that, it could be somebody say passes a bad comment about trans people, and then someone saying, hey, you know that you're working for an organization that has that code of conduct hanging right there. So if you feel you don't agree with this, then that is maybe either you change your mind about that, your opinion, or at least hold back, keep it as your personal opinion, that you may be, everyone can have their opinion, nobody need to change it, but there's no place for that in the workplace. So if they can't still hold that back and say, no, I don't want to work with those trans people, for example, then there might be a chat with HR or their line manager. And, it has to be obviously then gone to the right place. And if then still there's no moving forward, then I suppose there should be a disciplinary if that doesn't stop, because that would then be bullying and harassment in the workplace. And that person might have to leave the organization. Well, that would be the worst case scenario, but my answer would be hopefully a bit of a chat, a bit of a culture change, sharing stories, and that would really, really help.
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes back to your very first sentence of, it comes down to that education piece and training of what we talked about. And I suppose referring back to, the policies that you've got in place as well, and making sure that that's as inclusive as possible, and referring people and giving examples as well of what that looks like in terms of LGBTQ plus, harassment and bullying and that side of things.